Hello again, Gills fans, and welcome back to another episode of Gills in the Blood TV. Weekly review, match preview as per usual on a Friday, but a very quiet week has been had on the Gills front. One friendly win on Tuesday away at Folkestone. A side basically made up of first and second year pros and one senior player, that was Connor Wilkinson. 4-1 win for the Gills. Darren Oldacre went off injured after 20 minutes. Other than that, pretty routine victory for the boys. So we've now won more midweek friendlies than we have competitive football matches this season, I believe, which is a little bit concerning, but I'm only joking. Yeah, so in terms of on-field stuff, that's pretty much it. In terms of off the field, the back page of Thursday's Medway Messenger, injuries mount up. Last week we had pretty much a full team to pick from for the home defeat to Peterborough, with only Billy Bingham missing, but it seems this week there's going to be a few that are struggling to get themselves on the pitch. As we know, Regan Charles Cook went off injured, Callum Riley went off injured, both with ankle problems. Apparently there's been a problem now, another one for Billy Bingham, who's got a discomfort in his ankle, so he's going to have to be assessed. Connor Ogilvie didn't train start of the week. Dean Parrott picked up a groin strain. But aside from that, we're all hunky-dory. But yeah, just a couple of comments again from the gaffer, and it's not me wanting to dig him out, but it's just don't know, it just sounds odd to me. We haven't got the biggest squad in the world, but it gives boys an opportunity for others to go and show me why they should be in the team. That's a comment from Steve Lovell this week. Again, it just seems a little bit strange because start of the season we had a massive squad, we had loads of options, and now because we've got a few injuries suddenly we've never had a big squad. It doesn't make sense. There are players there, Steve, that are available to be used. I keep going back to one, that's Naveed Nasseri. But in fairness, he does talk about another one who will be available, who I thought was decent when he came on last week against Peterborough, and that was Josh Rees. He got pretty mixed reviews when he made his debut in the shocking home defeat to Wimbledon a few weeks back. I thought he'd done all right first half, but some said he was awful. That's fine, no problem at all. But yeah, he was bright when he came on against Peterborough last week. He got in some good positions, was unlucky with one header where perhaps he should have hit the target. So chances are he's going to be available at the weekend. But yeah, the biggest thing is the pitch. The pitch has been relayed. Here is a picture of it coming up on your screen now as it looks throughout the week. So yeah, if you want to get yourself a bottle of sangria, a beach towel, get yourself over to the Priestfield with some Factor 50, you'll have a brilliant time. So, as we're all aware, the pitch is being relayed at a cost of up to nearly £500,000, including a new irrigation and drainage system. We've all seen it as fans for a long time now. It was shocking, the Priestfield pitch. I mean, the amount of gardening that Thomas Holy has to do every time he takes a place kick is frankly ridiculous. We only said last Saturday against Peterborough, he took the first goal kick and a piece of turf that was probably about 2 foot in diameter just come clean away from the floor, and he just had to pick it back up, put it back where it was meant to be, and sort of stud it back into the hole. Yeah, Steve Lovell's now saying that the new pitch is a great idea, because everyone's seen that it was poor. Yet last season and at the Q&A we were told there was nothing wrong with the pitch. So are we being fed prepared answers, I suppose, is the question. But again, I don't want to sound too negative, but it's just we're very contradictory at the moment as a football club, which is a little bit. I just find it all odd. Surely, if you're just more transparent, I mean, we're not asking to know every single little thing that goes on with a football club, but in terms of big issues, and especially when it's so clear for fans to see that the pitch is in absolute terrible state, why are we trying to dress it up and pretend it's Wembley or, you know, the Emirates? It's not. It's a League One pitch, and it's not a very good League One pitch. We said when we got there for the first game of the season against Burton, we stood like pitch level, and we said, oh, it looks quite nice. But as soon as you got up high, you could see there was divots and it was cutting up already, and that was August. But Mr. Scally's made a comment in the press which probably isn't going to endear himself to all those that want him to leave the football club. Our options were limited. I wish I'd known about the problems with the pitch at the end of last season, because we could have possibly done a slightly cheaper job. but the groundwork we have to do is significant and will give us a far better playing surface and assist the team. Just ammunition for some, unfortunately, Mr. Scally, but I'm not sure why you said it. You could have just said, I wish I'd known about it end of last season and we could have done it over the summer, but you've probably just loaded a gun for a few, but is what it is. Mark Byrne talks for the shouting men. We've spoken about him, Callum Riley, over the last few weeks, probably not been quite at it in terms of standards that they were at last season. But there's plenty that aren't, so that's by no means is that a criticism of just Mark Byrne or Callum Riley. But again, he talks about the pitch. The pitch seems to be a recurring theme this week. Saturday was the last game on the current playing surface. It wasn't too bad against Peterborough, but the pitch was wet and it was slicker. There have been games where we've tried to pass the ball. It has been cut out and slowed right down. Players were injured, myself included. I'm not sure whether it was down to the pitch, but I picked up a hamstring injury here. I think we all know it was due to the pitch because it wasn't just Burner, it was him, it was Regan Charles Kirk, we've had Dean Parrott, I think Burton had 2 went down with problems, first home game of the season. I think it led to Nigel Clough going to speak to our chairman, so it's been a problem for a while, and the only good thing is, all right, it's taken too long, but we are sorting it out. So, but like anything, it'll be the same for both teams. So as much as Steve Lovell says we can now get the ball down and play how we want to play, you're going to get footballing teams come to the Priestfield, enjoy it just as much. So then it becomes a battle, and who wants it more, and drive and commitment and all that type of thing. But it's great news that we're spending money on trying to help the team. It's not on, on signings and wages, but if we can get the playing pitch sorted out and we can get down to playing how we want to do last season, because there were times at last season when Steve Lovell took over and we played some really good stuff, especially away from home. So all we can do is wait and see what happens. Grandad Fuller has plenty left in the tank. He talks briefly, turned 34 in the week. It's been decent since he's come into the side. I don't think he's done a lot wrong. Unfortunately, he's come into a side that's struggling, and it never looks great as your defender when you're playing in sides that are conceding 3 and 4 and losing games consistently. I think he's been great, really, really good. I don't think he's done enough to warrant Luke O'Neill replacing him at the moment. So I'm sure he'll keep his place on Saturday, but we'll get on to that in a minute. And finally, coming up on your screen is this man. Who made a little bit of history this week for all the wrong reasons. Mark Patterson was the first member of the Gills coaching staff to fall foul of the Football Association's new tougher disciplinary rules for misconduct in the technical area, and he was cautioned by referee Lee Swaby during the defeat to Peterborough. We noticed it going on. There was a lot of handbags and a lot of tension on the touchline. Mr Evans and his assistant were getting involved, and Mark Patterson got involved. I think Gary Haymans was up and chatting to the large Scottish fella at one point, but much ado about nothing. But yeah, Mark Patterson, first member of the Gills coaching staff ever to pick up a caution from the touchline. So I believe it is 4 bookings leads to a suspension. So only 3 more to go, Patto. But right, let's move on to Saturday coming, and we visit these. Last season's beaten playoff team, Shrewsbury, who have had the heart of their side ripped out since they lost at Wembley last May. I think they lost twice at Wembley, didn't they? I'm sure they lost in the Checker Trade Trophy finals, Coventry as well. So most of their, what you'd call better players, have moved on, which was unfortunate for them. Their manager left, Paul Hurst, who'd done a very good job. He went to Ipswich in the Championship. They've had to pretty much start again. I don't think this is going to be one for the purists in terms of the excitement and stuff like that. It's 2 sides that are struggling at the wrong end of the table. They're only separated by goal difference at the moment. In terms of form, we know ours is 1 point from the last 18 available, and we've lost 4 on the spin. Lost 3 on the spin away from the Priestfield. Shrewsbury ain't a lot better. Well, they've picked up 6 points from 18 available. It's only 1 win in there. They've only won 1 in 4 at home in League One this season. They've drawn blanks in half of them games, so doesn't make for a thriller, but you never know. Obviously, with Barry Fuller talking in the paper, it does always bring us back to 2008-9 season when we went up there and got spanked 7-0 and then beaten 1-0 in the playoff final. So Team news I've already spoken about. It was the main headline on the paper. We've got a few that are going to be doubtful, so I'm not sure what the team is. I'm not even going to try and pick one this week. We need something. We need a performance, a display. We need to give the fans something to cling on to, whether it's a gritty, disgusting point or win, or a worldie that gets us something, or an own goal and a bit of luck. We just need something to cling on to. We just need to stop this run of defeats. Fair play again if you're going up there. It's a long way to travel, especially to watch a side that's not in the greatest run of form. We will be at Portsmouth next Saturday, so fingers crossed we've picked up something this weekend and given ourselves a bit of confidence as we head to Fratton Park, because that's going to be an altogether different test against a side that's absolutely flying. But I believe Boz is purchasing the tickets this morning. In terms of a prediction, I'm going to go for a gritty, nasty, disgusting, horrible 1-1 draw, which I don't think either team will be too disappointed with. And in terms of a goal scorer for us, I am going to say Josh Parker. Finally, we are over 900 now on the Facebook page. We are about 14 away, I think, on the YouTube channel. As I did say, if we can get when we get to 900 on both of them, we will look to do a prize giveaway. So please keep spreading the word. Please keep encouraging others to subscribe. Please keep doing all you do, commenting on everything down here on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if you feel. Like I said, every week we love hearing from you and enjoy the debate and the chat about all things Gillingham. Safe journey to everyone who's travelling to Shrewsbury tomorrow. We'll be back Monday for a Monday review and hopefully talking about a positive result. And until next time, up the Gills.